Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brady Boy, and we are in Whitman County, purported to be the largest wheat producing county in the country. And maybe this little scan, you can see that big hill in front of us, is testament to that claim. Oh, what do we got? A big boy coming down the road already here. Big honking Case IH. And he is big. Whoa. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's a versatile. Well, after nearly getting run over by that big versatile, yes, it was a versatile. I initially thought it was a Case IH. See a nice team of Belgians down there in front of a wagon. There's going to be a lot of horse-drawn activity here today, and we've got some more modern equipment down there. But I think the emphasis is going to be on horsepower and mule power. And we'll have some steam. As you can see, the guys getting the steam engine, they run the threshing machine here, belt driven. So let's have a look around. Well, here we have a nice little Caterpillar D4. Looks to be very original. Looks a whole lot like the one that I saw last weekend in Lincoln County. Not sure. May well be. There's a lot of these little guys still around here in the Palouse area. And here's the 1954 International Harvester, or International Pickup. Just talked to the owner. It's a 1954 model. It's an R110. He says that the 54 and the 55 are the only one that had the IH emblem in the center of the grill like that. So I don't know, but kind of an interesting little tidbit. Plus it has the split rear window, if you can see it back there. I guess that was a 54 exclusive. Well, this little group right here, we've got 3 combines. This is a Allis-Chalmers Gleaner CH, as in Charlie Hotel, and we got a 9250, which I'm guessing looks like it's brand new. We have a dealership about 5 miles away, so I'm guessing he brought it over. And we have an old International 403. Been here previous times, and they had this thing parked on the hill demonstrating the angle of the hydraulics on that thing. Pretty amazing. And just pulled up, there's an International truck down there on the end. So IH is well represented here today. And it says King of the Hill, and I believe it. 9250 JTI. Don't know what that stands for. But quite the beast. Quite the beast. huge head on it too. No problem. Well, here we have the McCormick header. I guess it's I think it's called a push bar header, and it is set up for 6 animals to push, and here we go. Three on each side. Yeah, well, it looks today like we've got 5 mules and a Percheron. Get everybody in position here and get them hooked up. So as you can see here, this is not exactly a turnkey operation. It takes a while to get everything in place. All the reins run through the loops, get everybody hooked up. And here comes another team. I guess they're going to get hooked to one of these wagons over here. Well, it looks like they got just about everything all hooked up. Everything's in place. Must be a bit of a trick just to get everybody moving the right way the same day, all at once. Well, it's ground driven, as you can see that big wheel right there in the middle, and it cuts it loose. The conveyor runs it up into one of the wagons, and it gets pitched into the threshing machine eventually. Well, looks like they got them all moving in the right direction at least. And they're going to go cut some wheat. We have, I think, about 4 of these wagons, and this gentleman's hooking up his mules. There's a lady and gentleman over here hooking a couple of horses. They will haul the wheat. These guys will travel alongside the header, and then they will haul the wheat up to the threshing machine in these wagons. Well, here we have about a 57, 58 Farmall 350 pulling an Alice combine. He was just opening up a field over here to my right, and we'll probably get to see him in action. And this is what it looks like in motion. 6 mules. Technically today it's 5 mules and a horse. Well, here we go. You can see it in action. The trick is getting the mules in the wagon close enough to the conveyor. It doesn't take long to fill that wagon up. It's kind of interesting how this thing turns too. It sends the right ones out there. They go forward, and the ones on the right side, they go backwards. There we go. Yeah, they don't go too far, and that wagon is full. And just in case you hear all the traffic noise behind me, we're right along next to 26 West, down here in Palouse, eastern Washington. Well, I guess those guys aren't real excited about running alongside that machine. They can go forward faster than I go back. The mules seem to be a whole lot more calm than the horses. Well, that team in that wagon they're veterans. I've seen them here before. And we'll see about this guy. If he can ever get that horse on the right-hand side, they can get her to cooperate. This lady did a great job with that team. Like I say, they've been here before. This is not their first harvest. Now you guys with your semis backing them up, you think you're pretty clever. Try it with a couple of skittish horses. Having a real tough time with that team. Oh, now they got the mules a little bit spooked there. There we go. No, don't want to have anything to do with that machine. Well, there comes some reinforcements. Another team of mules. They seem to be a lot less flighty than the horses, which may account for why they mostly mules. This view right here gives you a little bit of a taste of how steep the hills can be and how much of an incline there can be working these hills down in the Palouse. Well, there's the team that was skittish. The horse on the right side is a rookie. He's a rookie. Now what they're going to do is they're going to go over here and they're going to pull up next to that wagon that's just sitting there, and there's a net, a big mesh net in the bottom of this wagon, and they'll hook onto it and they'll just flip that wheat, straw and all, over into this stationary wagon, and they'll pitch it from there into the thresher. So steam runs the belt runs the threshing machine. Got a little conveyor there, and the boys will be pitching it from the wagon onto the belt into the threshing machine. Good way to wear yourself out. That's why the guys up there look to be pretty young. Not sure which kind of which brand of engine that is. That'll take the vim and vigor out of you. It's picking up a little momentum now. And, the kids will start pitching again. Well, they're getting that wagon load whittled down pretty good. Steam's running smooth. The threshing machine seems to be working fine. Got a team of horses over here that are kind of jittery. They're just not real comfortable being this close to this thresher, this steamer. Yep. Okay, the deal is the team on the left, they pull up, they park, and the team on the right is going to be hooked to a cable and will be attached. The cable will go up over the support beam up there. You can see the pulley up there, and it'll hook to a rope mesh in the bottom of the wagon, and it'll flip it from wagon on the left side over the wagon on the right hand side. Yeah, you can see the guy there hooking it up, hooking the chains to the hook on the cable over on the left side there. And the lady, don't blame her, doesn't want to go up with the rest of the wheat into the other wagon. Okay, having a hard time getting her hooked up. Okay, had to move the wagon a little bit, and they got the mesh, the chains mesh on the left side wagon hooked up, and the team on the right will pull the cable. Here we go, and you just watch. Flips that wheat up into the other wagon, and the boys will pitch it into the threshing machine. Now they're laying that mesh back down into the bed of the wagon, getting these guys out of the way. Yeah. And the lady should be momentarily driving her team and wagon out of there, and the next one will come in, and it will be process be repeated. And now the process repeats. She's going to head back out to the push bar cutter and get another load. And like I say, the process starts all over again. Two young lads up there pitching the grain. It's the head, the stalk, the whole darn thing. So you can see the advancement in the process. You go from one guy setting an air-conditioned cab on a $1 million machine over to who knows how many dozens of guys with horses and wagons and implements of destruction. We've made some progress in the last 100 years. Well, I tell you what, I don't think they would ever be able to get much done with just 4 wagons. They've got 4 wagons, 4 teams here, and I think they would need dozens of wagons to keep up with that cutter, because it takes them about 10 seconds to fill up a wagon. In the process, over here on the other side of dumping and pitching, It takes a while. Well, they got the cables all hooked up. Everything's about ready to rock and roll here. Hooking up the other team over there on the far side. Hooking them to that cable to the whipple tree. And then you see the mesh that's laying in the bottom of that wagon. Go up and over. And there we go. Save some manpower. Well, this lady, and she looks to be a veteran, has got this down. Real nice team of well-behaved horses. It's not her first harvest. And it looks like they, whoa, look here, run over here. There's the skittish team. Working some of the energy out of him, I guess, going through that worked section of ground there. Had him follow close behind another team. That seemed to reassure him a little bit. Okay. Yeah, see, one of the toughest part is coordinating the team with the pulling the wagon, the team pushing the header. Doesn't take long to fill that wagon, though, that's for sure. You can see that left side of that left team, three over there, they pivoted out to their left, and they're pulling the tongue around. And the other team, the three on the left side there, your screen, are kind of sidestepping and backing up. Come on, guys. Back around. There you go. There you go. There you go. I don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom out a little bit here. The top of that hill up there's a couple guys with cameras. You can just about see him up there. Experienced team here. The mules are doing great. Not as flighty as the horses, or at least that seems to be the way it is. And another load coming in. I suppose there's a knack for loading. Get as much on those things as you can. Okay, here the gentleman's hooking it up to the cable again. I don't know if it's any better from this angle or not. But hold the horses steady. And then the team on the far side will pull the cable and up she'll go. This is the team that they used to pull the cable with, so he's just keeping him limber, I guess. Just keeping him limber. There's that skittish team. Actually, not both of them. The gray seems to be okay, but the one on the left, kind of flighty. I guess he's a rookie. It's his first time working around with all this background noise. Here comes our little 350 with the Alice combine. Well, I just saw, rather heard, the whistle blow. I guess that makes it lunchtime. Boys are walking their teams over, probably give them some water, maybe a bit of a rub down. And over in one of the Quonset huts, there's going to be some chow, probably picnic type stuff, hot dogs, hamburgers, tater salad, baked beans. So maybe I'll have a pause for before lunch, have another look at this 350, pulling this Alice combine, chugging along at a nice steady pace. Doesn't seem to be having any issues with it. Well, the 2+ hour lunch break is over. Brady boy's back on the job here at the Palouse Empire threshing bee, and it's, with the exception of one tractor and combine, everything here is horsepower and mule power. Well, I take that back. We've got the steamer there. Steam engine runs the threshing machine, but everything else is horse and mule. And we're going to watch him flip that hay. You can see that mesh. There we go. There we go. A couple of guys forking it into the conveyor that feeds it into the threshing machine. Of course, the threshing machine is powered by the belt. Well, here's our little orange people mover, little Alice C, and pulling a couple of scaled back wagons. Got your flag there, and I'm just about had enough fun for one day. I'm about ready to wrap it up here. They're still cutting, they're still loading, still threshing, and I think I am going to bid you a fond farewell from the Empire Fairgrounds, just outside of Colfax, Washington. So Brady Boy, signing off.